Everybody ready?
Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, Columbia's new street plans are rolling out, and cyclists want to make sure safety is always in the fast lane.
There is no way to ride your bike safely from here to Irma.
Plus, students, residents, and state leaders take to the streets in protest. Hear why some students left the stands to raise their signs. But first, some of the nation's top universities say no thanks to a new proposal. We'll tell you why they're pushing back on the plan for higher education. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Emma Wyatt. Our top story today: the University of Arizona is the latest college to refuse signing on to President Trump's Compact for Academic Excellence. According to the magazine Inside Higher Ed, they are the 7th university to do so, following several Ivy League schools. The compact offered extra research funding to universities if they cap the enrollment of international students, strictly define gender on campus, and limit criticism of conservative ideas. Arizona's president cited the need to protect academic freedom and merit-based funding, but acknowledged that some of the ideas in the compact deserve further thought. A nationwide protest of another kind came to Columbia this weekend. Here with that in Pure Politics is Cayla Oliver, who joins us from our newsroom. Cayla?
Thanks, Emma. Well, this weekend I went to the No Kings rally in Columbia, where I saw students who chose the steps of the State House over the stands of the football game.
Definitely could have been drunk by now. It's Saturday's SEC school. The weather's good. It's something just more important right now.
The event ran from 1:30 to 4. It consisted of chants, speeches,
if we refuse to bow,
marches, and honking while driving up Gervais Street. Some students didn't know about the rally, but then joined as they were walking by.
I wish I kind of knew more about it, that it was going on today. I just saw it happening, and I was like, well, I want to come and support and see what's going on.
Students who attended say it was a chance to learn more about civic engagement outside the classroom. For Carolina Insider, I'm Cayla Oliver.
Thank you, Cayla. As the government shutdown continues, federally funded programs like SNAP, the food stamp program, could be affected. EBT card access could be delayed starting in November. According to a USC Instagram page, nearly half of students reported food insecurity in 2022. Students and staff who need help can turn to local resources. Harvest Food Bank provides groceries, Garnet Bites offers free student meals upon request after catered events, and the Gamecock Community Shop gives a 40-point monthly budget for in-store items to anyone with a valid Carolina card. If you walk or ride a bike around Columbia, you know about the danger that can pose. Research by Smart Growth America shows Columbia is the 12th most dangerous metro area in the country, with 43% of all of the fatal crashes involving a bicyclist or pedestrian. Carolina Insider's Ava Pereira tells us what Columbia bikers think.
Everybody ready? Yes, sir. Got your helmets on?
On a crisp night in Columbia, bikers like Bobby Adams gather to ride. But he says hitting the road here doesn't always feel safe.
Yes, I'm not very keen on the road bikes around here. The streets aren't very safe.
And the numbers back up his concerns. According to People for Bikes city rankings, Columbia sits at 2,211 in the United States, far behind many comparable cities. Brian, the owner of Outspoken Bicycles, says the city has improved in recent years, but still has a long way to go.
No, I think that it is probably more visionary at this point, but if you go back a few years, I mean, we have made big strides as far as access and, signage and, having more bike lanes.
One of Columbia's biggest challenges is connectivity between roads.
This is a problem with biking here in Columbia. Bike lanes start off strong, but then narrow down into nothing, forcing cyclists to merge onto ongoing traffic.
When you compare Columbia's bike map in red to Greenville's in green and purple, the difference is clear. Greenville's Swamp Rabbit Trail connects neighborhoods, schools, and businesses. Columbia's bike routes often end without warning.
There is no way to ride your bike safely from here to Irma.
However, Columbia is trying to catch up. The hope is that Columbia's plans turn into action, making the roads safer for everyone. For Carolina Insider, I'm Ava Pereira.
We've got some new updates on how Columbia is catching up on that street safety. The Safe Streets for All grant started last month and is helping the city fund its plans for the future. The project committee wants your input to find the most dangerous spots for pedestrians, bikers, and drivers alike. The deadline to advocate for your safety on the roads is November 5th. You can find the survey and interactive map at Columbia's Planning and Development website under the Ways to Engage section. Early voting is underway in South Carolina for municipal elections. If you live in the city of Columbia, Arcadia Lakes, or Blythewood, you can cast your ballot for mayor and city or town council members at one central location. The Richland County Administrative Offices at the corner of Hampton and Hardin Streets will be open from 8:30 to 5 through October 31st for early voting. Finally today, you might be traveling out of town for Thanksgiving, but new data reveals that Columbia is on the map as a popular destination for Turkey Day. Google Flights ranked the trendiest flights of this year compared to last year, and Columbia holds the top spot above locations like Pittsburgh and Panama City. This might come as a surprise, but the state newspaper says it could be traced to this year's Palmetto Bowl. The Clemson and Carolina rivalry will peak again this year on Thanksgiving weekend, and this time it's Columbia's turn to host. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Thursday.